For the final environmental trade of the day, we have Charles Moon, a Prosper Trading Academy, standing by. Always a pleasure, Charles, to have you here. What are your plays?
Yeah, so when we talk about the environmental push, the most important ones are going to be solar and EV. That's where a lot of the eyes are. So let's talk about the EV makers. Yes, I understand that there's a lot of Chinese EV makers, but the two that we must watch is Tesla and CCIV. Now, Tesla obviously is a brand name. Everybody knows Tesla. But what's really important is that we actually fit them in that EV environment. That's the whole reason why Elon had started this company. And with CCIV, with their merger coming up with Lucid, and they're going to start trading under Lucid soon enough, this is a company that is designed or has been designed to actually chip away into Tesla's market share, the luxury EV market. But CCIV is not going to continue that push. They're going to continue to try and expand their lines. They're going to offer up what you would say a model entry, just like how the Model 3 was created for Tesla. Now, the beneficiary of this is that the Biden administration is trying to incentivize people to go the EV route. The current EV credits, I believe, is around $7,500 for your purchase. Well, they're looking to expand that to around $10,000, which would be huge, and again, could be a big boon for the sector themselves. And I also love solar. Now, the two names that I'm watching is FSLR and EMPH. FSLR has been, a brand name in the sector. They're widely known as one of the, I don't want to say godfathers, but the godfather of the momentum names within that sector. So there's a lot of traction for that name. But with EMPH, it's very interesting because EMPH still, for me, has great growth capabilities, as does FSLR. EMPH was also accepted into the S&P 500, so that should tell you the status of the company themselves. And I think that in 2021, these four stocks could be incredible performers, and they're offering up great value, and more importantly, they all offer growth potential.
I have to believe that charging stations will be a growth area as consumers buy more electric vehicles. Think about all the gas stations that are around.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of that, infrastructure plan that's going to help boost and incentivize people to buy into the EV vehicles. There's also incentives, for the charging stations themselves, where they would receive a credit for every charge. I think it's based on the kilowatt that they give out. So, it wouldn't surprise me that part of this infrastructure, we actually start seeing charging stations develop just like gas stations, are on every single corner in our cities. And BLNK is a very interesting name. For one, they already have Tesla as a client base. And number two, their expansion is starting to get bigger here as well. So, BLNK is kind of that, brand name for that sector itself. And, they've come a very long way. They're one of the best performers of 2020 in the NASDAQ. And I don't see that really slowing down. I think they have great value for the long run as well.
Great information. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you for having me.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.